this is a story about a woman who was by her son's side in the hospital, and the way she was being treated by her employer was terrible. And she's on the line right now. Crystal, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Crystal Fisher. You almost lost your job, right? And did they end up? I mean, they were close to firing you, right?
Yeah, the manager that ran my store, she tried to fire me, but the big bosses stepped in and they did take care of the situation.
All right, well, tell us what happened. So
he contacted me and asked me what was going on, so he gave me his number and I called him, and he said that is not how they run things.
Sure.
And that he would investigate it.
All right, well, tell us,
then,
if you could, tell us what happened. Where your son was in the hospital. Did your son pass away?
No.
No, he was in the hospital, but it was critical. So tell us that part of the story, if you could.
Okay, Thursday, the 28th of June, my son, I took him to our local hospital, and they just knew that he had an infection somewhere but didn't know where. He had a temperature of 104.
Oh, boy.
His oxygen was low, and his blood pressure was real low. So they transported him to one of our biggest main hospitals, U of M Hospital.
And where are you located? And where are you located? You're in Michigan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And so once they transported him there and I got up there, the doctors wouldn't let me in or nothing. I didn't know what was going on, if, something bad had happened to him,
Sure.
and the transport there. And then that's when they came out and informed me that they had to put him on life support.
Oh, boy.
My goodness.
So while you're here, they know at the manager at the store, and you work at is it a convenience store, a gas station? What do you work at?
It's a gas station.
Is it a national chain?
Yes.
Okay. So do you not want to mention the name of the national chain?
I can.
Okay. What is the name?
It was PS Food Mart.
Okay. I've never even heard of that. Anyway,
yeah,
so
they go by Sitco and.
Okay, got it. So we see him under a different name here, and now your manager there knows that you're there at the hospital with your son who could be dying, for God's sakes.
Yes.
And she's like, "Well, if you don't come to work, I'm going to fire you." Is that what she said?
Well, she said, you're quitting. And I'm like, no, I'm not quitting. I'm letting you know I'm not going to be able to come into work, that, not until I find out what's going on with my kid.
Sure.
And then that's when she was like, well, if you don't come in, you don't cover your shift, that's you quitting.
Wow.
How long were you gone for? Were you asking for a day off, a week off, a month off?
When I called her Thursday, I had Thursday off, and I was supposed to work Friday. So I was off Saturday and Sunday. So all I was asking was just one day off at that time.
Yeah, boy.
And then when I called her Saturday, when I found out that my son was, critical, and I had been up to the hospital since Thursday, I called her, or I texted her. I'm sorry, because that's how she communicated with us, was text.
Okay, got it.
So I texted her, and I was just like, look, I'm not going to be able to come to work until my son is at least off of life support.
Sure, I don't blame you there. I mean,
what would a so you're quitting? And I was like, no, I'm not quitting. I still need my job. And she was like, more or less that I was fired if I didn't come in.
Can you tell me how old was your manager, or is your manager? Is she still the manager?
No, she's not. She got fired.
She'd have to be fired.
I was going to say, you seem to be talking about her in a past tense.
Yeah, she's no longer with us.
She tried to tell me I was fired.
And so, how old was she? Can you tell me?
She was in her early 40s.
Wow, so old enough to know better.
Children? Do you think
she have kids? Yeah. Does she have kids?
She had a daughter.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I said. I said, what would you do if it was your kid? And she said that she would still be at work because she has bills to pay.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Now, tell me this, if you could, Crystal. Did this hit social media?
Yes, it did.
And that's when your big boss found out, right?
Yes.
And how did he handle it? Now we can get to that part of the story.
When he asked me to call him and let him know what was going on, so I told him, step by step what was said and what was going on.
Yeah.
He had seen the messages because I posted them on Facebook. And when he seen the messages, and he couldn't believe what he had read. And he told me that he would take care of it, that he would investigate it. And I was like, okay. And then the next day he called me and asked me if there was anything they could do, that they were letting me know that they fired her because that's not how they run things.
Wow.
Especially for employees that work for them, they do have compassion.
Yeah, well, that's good, and that's because listen, you're not making $1 million there, right?
No.
And it's tough to find employees like you who are dedicated, and you do. I'm assuming you always come to work, and it's not like you're taking time off. But for God's sakes, your son could be dying in the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the good news is he pulled through this, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that lost her job, and you still work there.
Yes.
All right, very cool.
It's a basic karma 101 right there.
It does show you, Crystal, though, what social media can do, right? Facebook and whatever. Grabs people's attention, and then all of a sudden, things happen. So good for you. I'm glad you were able to tell your story. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, you have a great day.
You too, thanks.
Could I get a number 30 lottery ticket over there, right the one right over
No,
there?
don't bother her with that.
No, I'm just kidding.
She doesn't have all day.
Don't you get bothered though? You're trying to buy gas or sell gas to somebody, and there's somebody.
Or you have a line a mile long.
Somebody wants 19 lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Specific ones, by the way. And I need a pack of cigarettes. No, not that one. It's crazy. Yeah. All right, Crystal, you have a good day. Thank you.
Thanks, honey. You too.
Right, bye-bye. See, she'd be a very friendly, like she calls you honey. So she'd be a very friendly. Can you imagine?
I think some people in the boss
40 years old.
They just have it right to their head.
You got to be old enough to know and mature enough to know at age 40 that this is a critical situation and to support your employee. You might not, but it probably meant that she had to cover her shift. That's probably what it meant.
You're probably right on that. It could also be, I wonder if she's had experience with, maybe some younger employees whose grandmother died for the 9th time this year, so they can't come in Saturday afternoon.
Possible, but then she hit somebody, though, in this case, that her son was really in critical condition. So
you got to there's a way to verify this stuff. And
yeah.
when someone pulls my kid is on life support, I can't make my shift. Your response is, well, then you're fired. That's like quitting.
Oh, so you're quitting?
Well, then I'll quit.
Yeah, probably not good. Brian, you're on the radio. Good morning.
Hey, Bill, pet peeve. I know you're getting close to the end, but business in New Hartford just put up a brand new store. I won't say particulars, I guess, because it might not sound good. But anyway, they got done a couple of years ago. The city of town New Hartford worked on the road right in front of the business, made it all nice. It's been every day I drive through there now. They put up the new building, looks very nice. But one of the subcontractors tore up that concrete slab, and now it all is crushed stone in there. So now every day you go through, it's building a rut, making a rut.
Okay.
And I don't know whose job it is to fix that, but I'll tell you what, you spend all that time in a nice, brand new building.
Yeah, this is what you get. So it sounds like it might be the town's responsibility if it's right near the. I wonder.
No, I don't think so. Why, if you have a contractor, dig it all up.
Wait, so why would they have demolished the concrete slab that was there? I don't understand that part of it.
I think they probably had to put a new water main in.
Okay, right, and they're responsible for that. The property owner is
responsible for that. Yeah. Somebody would, either subcontractor or somebody, but I'll tell you what.
I almost feel like we should know where that is in order to get the word out that maybe it needs to be corrected. Are you in agreement with that?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, what is it? What place is it?
It's a McDonald's in Washington Mills. They just got done putting up that new building.
Yeah, that just went up, though. Am I wrong
I
about
know, but
within the last couple weeks, that just went up.
Put that.
I would guess that. Well, Brian, we'll look into it, but I would guess that McDonald's that did just go up. I would guess that is going to be corrected. But hey, we will look into it for you, Brian. I will.
Just a thought. It's terrible.
Okay.
The New Hartford spent for years. I drive that road, and it's all mess because of the trucks and everything.
I got it.
So New Hartford spends the time, puts in concrete, makes it nice, and they go and dig it all up. And now it's been what? 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks with it later.
All right. I will when I'm getting my double cheeseburger and taking the bun off, I will and consuming that deliciousness.
You know what? I got to tell you, because I drive the roads a lot, and the DOT does it. They pave roads and they leave the sewer caps down in, and every time they don't raise the sewers. And I'm a guy on the road, and I know, and I see these things, and I'm going, come on, guys, fix the roads.
It'd be an easy fix, right? So, all right, fair enough, Brian. We'll look into it. Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.